Lubrizol's been looking for a number of years for an improved label solution. We considered a lot of different options, and it appeared the best would be a digital solution.
Our current printers, as they kept jamming and having issues, and then I went to one of our third-party fillers for one of our largest production plants, and most of their other customers had moved to the Epson project. And as we investigated it more, it just seemed like a much better cost point to move that.
We tried to find an alternate approach 2 or 3 years ago, and digital printing was so expensive. It was 2 to 3 times the cost of the current approach. And so we stalled out. And what's changed now is we have new partners that have allowed us to make this digital application viable.
So the hardware we picked had to be basically industrial strength. It had to work in some pretty tough environments. We are in cold environments, we're in warm environments. It had to have fast printing, and it had to perform without failures.
Even some of our locations in Europe where it got very cold, where they didn't think the inkjet technology would survive during the cold weathers of the winters, as soon as they were able to test the printer out, it made a lot of the naysayers into believers. They work very simply and they work every time.
One of the reasons that Epson got involved with Lubrizol and is helping in the chemical space is new regulations. GHS, which was the demand to use red pictograms to identify chemical hazards, handling hazards of items that were to be produced. Chemical manufacturers like Lubrizol to look to a on-demand color solution that could handle the now new legally required mandated variable color on each label.
The printer will not compromise the color. If the ink cartridge doesn't have enough ink left, it will actually not print. It will stop printing until you replace that ink cartridge.
It's kind of exciting for us as a group. We have a lot of label templates and printers set up to reduce the labor of changing them out. Reducing the amount of space we take up in the office and reducing the amount of label changes we had to make was definitely exciting for us.
So as we implement this project globally, we're anticipating seeing a 20% reduction in 2018 on total cost of ownership from labels and printer and ink throughout the course of 2018, which would be a nice savings overall.
There's 2 main reasons where I see color printing helping us to differentiate. One would be from counterfeiting, the second one being brand leaders. It's just an additional feature which makes our product just pop out and stand out more. We've gotten feedback from a lot of our global customers that they take a lot of pride in our brand name and seeing that in our warehouse.
My advice to other companies would be to evaluate the digital printing option. If you haven't looked at it in a number of years, it's really a viable option that's cost effective and allows you to meet the increasing demands from complexity from regulatory issues as well as your own customers' expectations. And without this solution, we would not be able to do that.